facade. I don't waste time. You know what I'm saying? That's my feeling. Yeah.
I just do it, with a pinch of salt, and a pinch of Kabbalah black magic, so it all evens out, right?
Excuse you, we don't
like
this here. You're continuing with your anti-Semitism. I don't
know.
This.
Yeah. You gotta move on. I see Willow. Hello, Willow.
Hi,
Willow. I love Jewish women, as I told you, Lolly. So.
But sweetie, you love them as a fetish. It's not the same thing.
It's a fetish, exactly. It's not the same thing.
And fetishes are great. There would be no good sex without fetishes. We love fetishes. It's just like that's not the only thing.
Lolly, my crush was Sarah.
Sweetheart, you're not listening. I know. I love that fetishized Jewish woman. I think it's amazing, but it can't be the only relationship.
Oh my God, she is gorgeous.
But if you have to choose between Mizrahi or Ashkenazi, who do you want?
Mizrahi all day. Come on, I love my exotic Jewish, women. Come on, not black.
But he actually also likes Scarlett Johansson, so he likes Ashkenazi women.
He said that?
Yeah, he did.
Oh my God, you fucking like anything with two legs at this point.
No, come on, bro. Scarlett is a baddie. Come on now.
She's not actually a baddie, to be
honest.
What?
No, she's not. I just hate.
I swear to God, I'm not hating her. I don't think she's good.
Golly, how can you relive? Like, come on, that's not possible. You don't.
I think if you would tell me like Jessica Alba or like
how about this, Gali?
Kim Kardashian.
How about this, Gali? Give me your top three Jewish baddies. Go ahead.
Jewish baddies? You know this actor from You? The blonde girl that we married? What the fuck was her name? It's Italian and Jew. I forgot. She's an actor from the show or series called You. Look her up. She married the main character in the series. She's a Jew. She's very beautiful. Gal Gadot is beautiful.
I don't like her. She's weird.
Yeah, but she's beautiful, though. We cannot deny that.
I like Natalie Portman more than her.
Natalie Portman's cute, too.
Because she has the real talent.
That's true. Who else? I like, actually...
Which one? The one got married to Joe?
Yeah, the one that got married to Joe from You. She's so beautiful. She's a Jew, but she's so fucking good looking.
Which one?
You know the series You? The
yeah, that was good. That was a good series.
Yeah.
What is her name?
Remember he married someone in the series?
Know her name?
Joe Goldberg.
He married. I forgot her name. In the series, she's blonde. She's also crazy like him.
No, but I was talking about women, not men. Come on now.
Yeah. I said, are you not listening?
What's wrong with liking men? Shut up.
Come on, I'm not no faggot. Come on, respect me.
But actually, Jewish
I think Tom Hardy is so hot, bro.
But he's not a Jew.
Hot. Yeah, but he's super hot.
The sexiest actor
my number one
James
Jew
Franco.
That guy's perfect, James Franco.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf is crazy.
So sexy. Oh my God, I would lick his face.
Honestly, Jewish people are sexy. It's kind of weird that it's so underrated. So many. It's crazy.
Seth Rogen is so
Guys, I have a crush on Adrian Brody.
Oh, yes, exactly. His nose, the way. Is he Jewish? Maybe half.
Yeah.
Maybe half.
No, okay, no, he's not my type. I think Seth Rogen is sexy as fuck.
Ew. So fascinating, honestly.
I think he's sexy because he's so funny. I think funny men are so sexy. I could literally marry someone that is.
It's true.
Brody is son of Elliot Brody, Polish, Jewish, and Sylvia Plaki. She's from Hungary, and Czech Jewish mom.
That's a lot of Jew, man. That's a lot of survivors. That's a lot to carry, man. No wonder he's such a good actor. He's carrying all the history. Honestly,
he's very hot.
He really is hot. Wait, what was that movie? When he was the architect.
The pianist.
Oh no, the one last year.
The pianist. He was the one.
From last year. Brilliant. He's brilliant. I almost lost it after that movie. It was so much. Oh wait,
The
that woman, that actor Pedretti. That's her name, Pedretti. I forgot her first name. The blonde Jewish girl who married Joe, or wasn't her last name Pedretti? Yeah.
That sounds Italian though.
The movie is The Brutalist.
Yes, that movie, that one, right? Painful movie. Oh my God, so good. Crazy. Why is it painful? It really hit hard, honestly. And I can't shake it even now.
I cried in The Pianist when he's walking and he's crying and I am crying. I'm like,
Oh
baby,
my
come
God.
here.
I
Let
couldn't
me
even
save
cry
you.
when I felt bad in life.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, this chick you named Lolly, Pedretti chick, she's bad, bro. She got a nice face.
Yeah, what's her first name? Victoria? Something like that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. She's Jewish. I'm saying to you, Bad, you like a lot of Jewish actors. And you just don't know that they're Jewish.
I think Goats should just go for his Somali girls, you know.
I mean, Somali girls
They're
are
sexy as fuck.
He doesn't like
They're so hot. No, Rahel, I swear to God, Somali
They're
girls,
super pretty, I know.
they're super good looking.
Every bunch of people has good looking people. The weird thing about Jewish people, and honestly, it's really an amazing thing. So we have so much genetic diversity that if you don't like, let's say what your family looks like, you're not attracted to people who look like your family members, you can go for a completely different look and still be with a Jew. It's just, it's like luck, you know, it's like amazing because we just have people from all over the world, which is wild. Like, who else has that? What other small clan has that? That level of diversity? Yeah. And I think it's good. I think it's great because I've dated people that look every kind of way, and it's just strange that everyone shares like some sort of history.
Look at them now. Look at
Lolly, you kind of bad too, Lolly, if I'm honest.
I thank you. I thank you. And I'll treasure that, Ghosty. I really will. I also like that you give everyone some attention. I think it's a good character trait. Like a man who walks in a room and makes sure that every woman feels good. I love that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Guys, would you cancel me if I date a German?
No, why?
No, I wouldn't.
No, I'm not gonna cancel you. Why? Freaking, I want to be responsible for what my grandparents did? Gotta be kidding me.
I'm sorry.
I have to figure it out if they were Nazis.
No, you can't. Their grandparents? Why? People do all kinds of stuff to, like, you know, because their parents and grandparents and great-grandparents did all kinds of bad stuff. I don't want to be responsible for that. Think about it. You just gotta, for each person, their character and who they are, it may have been, like, they had very traumatizing grandparents who were awful and killed lots of people and came home and beat their wives. Like, you don't want to be living in the shadow of that kind of trauma. Like, you just judge each person. They show up and you look at them and they look at you and you meet their eyes. You know what they're like in their soul. That's what you do.
But then there is another problem.
You just can't visit the grandfather's cemetery. That's all.
No, the circumcision.
No, you can't move past that. No one can do that. Only gay men can do that. I don't know any other. Heterosexual women can't do that. It doesn't work out.
Let me see. I asked them.
Maybe you could try. The gay men do it, though. They sort of work on it.
On what?
Just saying heterosexual women who just grew up with men being circumcised around them, it's very unusual of them to want to date men who are not circumcised. But I think that in gay culture, people have more flexibility. Like, a lot of gay people have more flexibility. And I just think heterosexual women usually want to sleep with something that feels like the way they thought men were. That's all. Just an opinion.
Hello?
I don't know. Could be.
Yeah, gay men say a lot of things in their lives.
Wait, Gigi, what'd you say?
Fuck.
That's like penis phobia. The fact that you don't like circumcised penises versus like circumcised penises, that's like penis phobia. Shame on you for shaming penises. A penis is a penis. And your just like opinion is wrong. Hello?
Bitch, who are you?
Bitch, who are you? I came in here to make fun of the penis talker. I came to roast her because she's got an attitude with regards to penises. She doesn't even have a penis. Hello?
Hey, she left though. She's not here anymore.
Man, what is going on here?
I don't know. What is this room about anyways? You guys are like talking about nothing and like commenting on like beautiful celebrities and how you want to lick their balls. Gross.
What is this cocksucker?
Who is this cocksucker? Which cocksucker are you, cocksucker?
That is cocksucker.
Look at my PTR, bitch. That's who I am. Jeremy Hill.
Everyone knows who this is. Look who it is.
It's Jeremy Hill, bitch. It's Jeremy Hill. It's Jeremy Hill, bitch. You know me from Talking Apes. CEO of Cloaked Wireless, bitch.
Give him a second. People will catch up.
Hello? Hello? This is Jeremy Hill, CEO of Cloaked Wireless, bitch. You know me from Talking Apes. I spend all my time here talking about nothing. Hello?
Hi, Danny. Sorry, John.
Is Danny crying again? Have you guys psyoped Danny for the 1000th time? Is the FBI kicking in her door, taking away her precious baby? Have you made her go crazy yet? Talking about your uncircumcised penises. Hello? Hello? Brock? Danny's going to jail! Oy vey! How could you do this to her? She's just an innocent girl who likes to smoke weed. She's got a heart condition. You're gonna give her more of a heart condition, you fucking assholes! How could you do this to a mother? A single mother with a terrible husband or whatever he is. How can you do this? Hello?
Hello, Moto.
Hello, Moto. Hello? Alright, everybody. Well, I'm gonna go to the Church of Buttercup. Bye. Hello?
Hello.
Bye-bye. Hello?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hello?
Oh.
Excuse you.
Oh, I'm sorry. My mic was off. I didn't see it was off. Hello? Hello?
Wow.
Hello?
Hey, babe.
Hey, babe. When you coming to Chicago, honey? I'm gonna take you out on the yacht.
Oh my god, baby boy.
Baby boy, when I heard you say that you would suck, what's his face's balls, I was immediately turned on. Shia LaBeouf's balls.
Okay, that was Galilean. That was not me, baby boo boo.
Oh, you sound just like Galilean Princess Boo Boo.
I know. She's a freak version of me.
She's a freak.
She is, and you like that shit.
She wants to suck on Shia LaBeouf's balls.
That's sexy.
But Shia LaBeouf, he's got smegma. That guy doesn't know how to wash himself properly. He's a crazy person. Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Alright, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Jewish Comedy. Most people don't know this, but Clubhouse is owned by Israel, and it's actually a Jewish comedy app. So thanks for including Danny in the joke, as usual. Hello?
Bitch, what the fuck do you want?
Bitch, what the fuck do I want? Are you projected on me, bitch? So I ask you, bitch, what the fuck do you want? Bitch.
You're cocking my boy pussy.
My cock in your boy pussy. Oh, you pre-op or post-op or pre-trans or post-trans? Which one is it? Hello? And what is your pronoun? What's your pronoun so I know how to address you? They, them? They, them? That's a new one. I never knew that they had a DEY and a DEM. Hello?
Okay. What is this?
Is this the real world? Can boys be girls and girls be boys? Can you cut off a penis and construct a vagina, abort a child, and get a cancer vaccine? Hello? COVID-19 vaccines were the biggest carcinogenic mass event of all time in human history. And you gotta go see my osteopath. Hello?
Okay, you have some mental illness for sure.
Projection alert. Somebody hit the projection bell. Bing, bing, bing. Hello? Did a trans just tell me that I have a mental illness?
Your mother is a trans bitch.
My mother is a trans bitch. Hello? Is your mother transphobic? Hello? What? Hello? Hello?
Okay, what the fuck do you need?
Oh, I was just wanted to call and get the complaint number, the hotline, so I could submit my complaint. And who's your manager, bitch? Hello?
Yeah, you're done.
They kicked me.
Knowing ass bitch.
It looks like I'm back, bitch. It looks like I got a fan up here, hater. You're just a critic. I'm an artiste, and you're just a horrible critic with no artistic depth or style, bitch. You're just an angry hoe, Gigi. Mama didn't raise you right. Hello?
What up, Jason?
Hey, Lexi.
How are you?
Oh my god, they're bringing me back up.
God, long time, babe.
I know.
What have you been up to?
Back again, bitch. Back again, Gigi. Can't keep a good girl down. Hello?
Who is this?
Who is
I don't know,
this?
some annoying ass bitch.
Bitch, you're an annoying ass bitch. Bitch.
Who's Maggot?
Your mama didn't raise you right to be a woman. You just a hoe.
His name is Maggot?
Bitch. Get your trans right before it wrecks itself. Hello? Danny in the house. Hey, Danny.
Where's Lolly? Fuck. Lexi, what happened to Lolly?
I moved him down because I wanted to talk to you, Gigi. Hey, Gigi. Yeah, I just been, chilling.
Where's Lolly, nigga? What happened to Lolly?
Don't call me that.
What the fuck do you want?
I want to talk to Lolly and Golly and Lolly and Rahel.
Well, she's clearly not in this fucking room if you fucking see.
Damn, why you gotta be so vicious?
Cause, fuck. What's good now?
Alright, Lexi.
Hello?
No.
Nothing. You know, I'm always filming. You know Jeremy, the talking ape? Yeah, well, look at my PTR. That's who that faggot is.
Wait, hold on. Let me put my glasses on.
His name is Jeremy Hill. and we got him cooked.
Oh, the Canadian cuck.
The
Oh,
Canadian bitch. He is a fucking cuck and a half. I can't stand it, but we got him.
Yeah.
We got him. We've notified his major investor, and we've let them know that he's on here 365-247, and we sent him a bunch of clips of him being the fool. So now we get to watch Jeremy go on trial.
Dude, he's gonna fucking explode.
You fucking notified my investor, motherfucking Americans, you motherfucking Americans.
You fucking atheist.
Yeah, he was talking about his major investor, so I looked him up, and then I found him really quick actually, but he's on YouTube. He does interviews, and he doesn't act ridiculous like he does in Clown House, but he's a fat fuck.
Well, he's about as disingenuous as you could ever meet somebody. One day he'll be talking about how he's a Christian and how he grew up Latter-day Saint, and the next day he's agnostic or atheist. Like,
I actually don't hate him. I think he's actually very funny, like in terms of just like observational, meaning like you were to witness a spaz, be a fool. Like it can be funny to watch somebody who's like retarded. So.
Oh, I've gotten him to crash out before.
Oh, I bet a dozen times you've made him crash out.
Oh God, dude.
He's the king of crash out.
He puts me in the goo all the time. He can't stand me because I give him pushback on everything he says.
He is a crash out king, really.
Yeah, he just lost all of his admin. He's not a leader in the Talking Apes anymore. He just, apparently while I was off of the clubhouse for January, he showed his ass and everybody fucking knocked him out of the fucking rankings.
Well, I assume he bought his way in anyways.
Oh, yeah. In December when he came back, yeah, he did. But the Talking Apes have turned into a shit show lately anyway. Like,
it's always been horrible. It's worse than chillism.
Yeah, I was at chillism yesterday too. I agree, they're not doing too much better. And what's the other one Dr. Dopamine's bullshit? That's just turning into garbage too.
There's this really horrible neo-Nazi room called Christian Radio, and it's just horrific, just insane people who are just filled with hate. And yeah, they said, I tried to raise my hand today, they're like, we're not bringing you up, you fucking Jew. We'll put you in a fucking oven. I was like, holy shit.
Yo.
Holy
can I get some
shit.
marinara sauce with that?
I said it to Norm. He's like, who said that? I was like, oh, these crazy people in this room. They hate Christians. They're just basically, you know how Brad on this app, he goes, oh, I'm not a Christian. So basically they claim that they're like Viking pagans, which is basically just a white supremacist, neo-Nazi. That's what it is. But it's pathetic because they want to sit there and debate Christianity, but not really debate it. They just want to shit all over it. And anyways, I think I came to the conclusion today that Jews are actually just like philosophers. And that's
a lot of that belief system, regardless, like even the Tao, or look at Zoroaster, or like any of the like religion, they're all philosophies.
Yeah, they're all philosophies. So then I don't understand why people are so engaged in the philosophical debate. Like if you say that you're a Christian nationalist, but you don't debate or even question philosophy, it's like, well, what's your philosophy then? Like, it's so stupid.
My thing is like, okay, I get that if you want to debate logic, I get if you want to debate science, things that are tangible and provable. When you're debating a belief system that is grounded in irrational, beliefs, because I mean, if there's nothing rational about your beliefs, it comes to being logical, 1 + 1 is 2. You know, if I believe how I get to God is 2 + 2 is 1,000, you can't prove me wrong because you're not basing it on math, it's on how I believe. And people feel like their belief system is more important than other people's system. That's where that superiority complex drives me crazy.
Yeah. It's so crazy, like the green bean thing on this app is so stupid, where it's like people haven't figured out that just give up your green bean, like mod everybody, sit back and just, you know, don't exert your energy in the situation. Just like let the energy just do what it's gonna do and don't exhaust yourself. Like that's part of the problem with people on this app who, you know, run these like prosecutorial type rooms, like where they think they really think they're like in a court or something, like they're doing mock trial here, and sometimes they organize it. Somebody on my YouTube is saying, how stupid is God that he thinks that rabbits chew cud? I don't understand. Why don't rabbits chew cud? Isn't cud just grass?
Yeah, chewing your cud is chewing your wad.
Well, Scott White.
When you put, like, if I put a big league chew bubblegum is chewing your wad or chewing your cud.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't necessarily mean grass or anything, but yeah, rabbits, when they're eating grass, they're chewing the cud. The fuck?
Hello?
Like, that's a dumbass statement.
That's what I'm saying. I think it really goes back to that one critical maxim that the more you think, the more you speak, the further from the truth you're going to get.
Yeah, oh, dude, I've said that for the last 4 years.
I hear it all the time, and I hear projection all the time. Like, for example, when an NFFN, do you know what an NFFN is?
Non-functional something.
No, nigga, faggot, nigga. And so...
I'm sorry, that's funny.
So this is an example of, like, because when somebody says to me, what's projection? I go, well, do you know what an NFFN? And they go, okay. And then I say, so if an NF calls me an FN, that's an example of an NF projecting FN onto me. So people do that even with God all the time. Like, they will blaspheme God and project onto God. And it's just like, I just notice projection all the time now, and I'm just like, this is so funny. I don't even think other people know that person is projecting, but they are definitely projecting, and it's funny.
Oh, I've called that out, you know, because I've only been back for 2 days on Clubhouse, and bro, I've actually called that out quite a bit since I've been back, you know, because I got a lot of haters. Like, people love to hate on Doc.
Yeah.
But they're literally, that's what they're doing. They're acting like a dick, and then they're projecting it on me.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. They're using you as that evergreen catch-all in the same way that they use Trump, they use God, they use America. Like, Jeremy just projects onto America all the time and onto Trump. It's so funny. It's funny when you know it, and sometimes you forget it, but then sometimes when you hear it, you're like, oh, that's a projection. Or sometimes I'll say, how is that a projection? I can't exactly figure out how that's a projection, and then it clicks, and like, I get it now.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, John, like, I think the greatest fucking decision I'd made was taking the first month off of Clubhouse.
The greatest decision in your life?
Yeah, man. Like, I feel so much better in my head than I did in 25 just by having a month off. There's just so much, I don't want to call it animosity, just disingenuous actors. I don't know how to say it. I needed a way to get away from that. And having that New Year's resolution, that was the best thing I could have done. No, honestly. And nothing's changed. I mean, except for people got stupider. Like, I didn't miss anything in a month. Man. when you first showed me this app, dude. There used to be such great conversations.
It's impossible though, because I've heard and engaged in every conversation. I've recorded every stupid little thing that people see. Even when losers like Jeremy say it's a nuance, like there's just nothing new, and it's the statement "there's nothing new under the sun," and everything that is has already been. It's absolutely true. So, what are people doing here? And it's the same conclusion that I mean. I looked into this. On average, we say 1,500 words a day, and we listen to 3,000 words a day. So people are here getting their 1,500 word input to get their dopamine output. And that's what's happening here. Because why would anybody want redundant, conversations that are just the same convo every time over and over? And people use the same catchphrases, and you can detect that with people too. So people are just getting their dopamine and they are just repeating themselves. That's what's really happening.
Dude, I'm just waking up in the middle of the night because I went to early bird dinner last night and got me a 20-ounce ribeye. And I went to bed way too early. That ribeye was banging, though. But, man, how goes it? You ready for next month?
Yeah, I'm putting out, I'm like, my AI stuff is getting better and better and better and better.
Why is it so, like, I don't know, it cuts off.
Yeah.
It doesn't conclude anything.
Exactly. That's kind of the genius of it. That's the AI editor making, because it only has 9 seconds, so it's wonky. But if I were to stitch 100 of those together, I'd have 900 seconds. So you can't like if I were to, that movie Clockwork Orange.
Oh yeah, he's a wee little baby.
So if I were to watch that movie and then basically go into Sora and say, okay, put me in a milk lounge with a bunch of like hooligan police officers. Now bring me. Now I'm in a house and an intruder comes in and kidnaps me and my wife. Now I'm having drops put into my eyes to recondition me. So I could recreate Clockwork Orange using, make it into a John Kitover sitcom. So it's possible to recreate entire movies with Sora, and just
you would catch people like me would actually know what you were talking about with Clockwork Orange. The whole, like, anybody below the age of 30 wouldn't have a clue.
Well, somebody on YouTube wrote, says the dumbass that don't know what chewing cud is. I can't believe these idiots don't know what chewing cud is.
Are you saying a cow doesn't chew its cud? Like, that's literally where we kind of get it from.
Yeah.
It's from cows. Because they just sit there and chew grass. So if a cow can chew grass and it's a cud, why doesn't a rabbit chew a cud if it's eating the same grass? Like, make that make sense.
Make it make sense.
Come on now. I mean, I'm tired of teaching people how to pick cotton. Yeah, and I made sure I had my picture with I was wearing my Rebel flag T-shirt on my chest, so people look and zoom in, they go, "Is that a Rebel flag on your chest?" I'm like, yeah, Georgia, what are you talking about? Dude, people get, man, what is it? What do they call about your cackles? Panties in a wad?
Mm-hmm.
Cackles in a bunch? I don't know. Man. So, yeah, there is that. I need to roll a joint.
Pachinko!
But, yeah, man, it's good to be back on here talking with you, though. Always enjoy talking with you. I think you're funny because you were in there with Gigi and like, hello, somebody still loves me. I was like, oh shit. You had me laughing in there. Fucking bath out bucket list.
Bucket.
Yeah, but like, there's only so much tranny talk I can take.
You know, it's so. You know who Pro Lyrical is on here?
Not off the top of the head, no.
He holds these rooms, and he always goes on a Trump derangement rant, and then he always ends up, how can people not accept trans? They're people. They're human beings. And if a man wants to dress up as a woman and go into the Target bathroom, well, that's his fucking right. And I'm thinking, like, isn't it so funny that, like, in the list of priorities of complaints for people about America, it's the fact that you think a man should be able to put on a performative art show in a women's bathroom in Target. Like, that's your complaint. And so it's just like, these people are, you know, they're stupid. They're just, you know, so it's just funny to, like, you know, roast them, mock them, record
That
them.
reminds me of that time that you were talking with, who was the governor of, like, Minnesota?
Yeah. Oh, he's got it bad.
What's his name?
Jesse the Body Ventura.
Yeah, but it was right after Queen Elizabeth died, and you were like, you called in, and you got up there on like a Monday night, and you were like, yeah, they're just LARPing.
I told this really hot, well, not really hot, but I told this British chick that I was dating, I was like, how can you guys support, you know, people that just LARP and pretend that they're like, you know, the king and queen? I mean, it's just a LARP. And she's like, how dare you say that? I love the British, I love Queen, I love the Queen. Oh, she's the
Long live
greatest.
the monarchy.
Isn't it so stupid to think that, like, everybody should get on a knee and, like, swear an oath, you know, to a king for life? That sucks.
Because that person is somehow the representative of the divine.
Well, what if the person sucks? You gotta kiss this fucker's ass your whole life and he sucks? At least we can kiss a new ass every 4 years here.
Yeah, I mean, Joe Biden didn't have an ass. He had no ass at all.
Crazy when you look at Joe Biden's, like, social media followers. I mean, he's got a lot of followers.
They're all bots.
Yeah, you can always tell if an account has a lot of bot followers based on, like, the engagement, the retweets, the comment. And so Darren LaHood, when he posts shit, like, 2 comments, 1 comment. I'm like the only person even commenting. So it's like, if they didn't kick me off the ballot, there was probably a very good chance that I could have, you know, won the primary. But it's just, you know, it's a lawyer's and a judge's world. I mean, you've gone through the legal system. You know what it's like.
Oh, fuck, yeah. I agree.
Compliance now. Do not talk. Do not speak. Are you speaking? I'm not listening. I'll call you, don't call me. Have a good day. Summary judgment issued. Hello?
People grow up with this state that we live in of overregulation, but then they feel like because they've been overregulated, that now they are like the enforcer of their own versions of regulations. Like, I'm supposed to listen to it.
Somebody on YouTube wrote, if British people didn't do the annoying accent, then they'd have a little bit of my respect. And that's why I love doing my fake British accent with people, because they're doing it to us. They're talking to us with their accent. And when I do it back to them, they know I'm mocking them and it drives them crazy, but I'm just doing what they're doing.
Yeah. Man. No, my bad, I'm smoking, I'm sorry. What bag? Man. Life is good. So what you got going on for today, man? You gonna...
Going on for the day? I'm about to go to the gym. No, I'm just about to go to sleep.
Oh, shit, I'm waking up. You're still awake.
Somebody on YouTube wrote, I hate all of you. Isn't that lovely?
I hate me too sometimes.
Oh.
enough from LaHood on a write-in that it like his, competitor wins.
He's gonna find out how many people are voting for the Democrat. His name is Paul, and he was in the debate that I did that you saw, and his wife is hot. And I told him at the end of the debate, I was like, nice meeting you, and God bless. And he said, yeah, you too. But he's a total Democrat whack job clown. And but what's funny is I'd still promote him and endorse him just to try to flip the seat, because to let LaHood stay in there anymore, it's like he's already created a disaster. Why? And it's so superficial and so stupid. There's a clip of him saying, "Not only am I on the committee of GOP oversight, I'm also on the Internet Trading Activity Commission, co-chaired by my esteemed colleague." It's all so stupid.
Well, it sounds pompous.
Well, it's just spam, and all they're doing is spending an inordinate amount of money. $7 trillion a year. I mean, every 6 months the guy creates $1 trillion in debt. Every 6 months. So every month he's basically borrowing, 180 billion dollars. That's what he's spending that we don't collect. So it's it's the biggest scam on the planet. It really is the biggest currency manipulation on the planet. And the craziest thing is, it's like I'm the only one that ran against him. So it's like the whole thing rests on a hair, and you can flip it with a touch of a feather. There's no, there's no strength of position. It's just totally tentative. It's unbelievable when you think about it, that the most powerful positions on the planet, involved in the biggest skim on the planet, it's up for grabs. It's just fucking amazing that 100 people don't even run. It's like, why is there one person running unopposed? What the fuck? So anyways, the lawyers and the judges just control the whole the world. It's a lawyers and the judges world.
It's a lawyer's game, yeah. Oh, for sure. I'm in a complete agreement. Lawyers become judges. Judges take kickbacks, screw the whole system up.
Yeah.
I think the number one thing here in Georgia is if you get the judges' retirement squared away. Because if you go on child support here in Georgia and you pay your old lady, say $1,200 a month, right? And you give it to the child support office, she's on Section 8 housing, she's getting all that benefit stuff, she might get 400 of that 1,200. But that 800 that was missing gets stuck in an account, and that account of all that overages is where judges in Georgia actually draw their retirement from. So it behooves the judges to put you, instead of giving 50-50 and shared custody, they get money for their retirement by putting you on child support. That's what needs to happen. Get that out of fucking Georgia's way. You might actually end up with a nuclear family again, but it's easier just to split them up and then cause division within the family.
Yeah,
we're not really trying to build a better society.
My friend insulted a judge in marriage court, divorce court, and she gave him such an unfavorable ruling. His attorney's like, I've never seen a judge, make issue a judgment like this ever in 20, 30 years of doing marriage family law practice. He's like, you should not have opened your mouth.
Well, dude, that's the number one rule of going into court in the first place.
Yeah.
If you ever go to court, just shut the front door.
Yeah.
Like, you know, talk about the more you talk, the further away from the truth you get. That's come on, baby. That's the truth.
Isn't that so fucking true?
Yeah. I watch all these videos where that one guy, there's a judge that wears like, he has like Woody Allen glasses and like a bow tie, and he's always like traffic court and all this, and people come up in front of him and they're like, oh, what was he pulled over for? Oh, he was walking, and you searched him and found marijuana. But what was the probable cause? And and then the guy, the person that was like, you know, he's like, the judge is like, stop talking. Are you losing? No. Okay, back to the prosecutor. Like, you know, he tells the judge tells the guy, shut the front door. You're already winning. Don't shut up. You'll make it worse. Man, that's so true about our court system. Because you're gonna get fucked either way. They're getting theirs.
Yeah, I mean, your lawyer should be the, you know, paid advocate to essentially negotiate a return to compliance with as minimal, you know, repercussions as possible. Because if the judge and the other lawyer aren't willing to cut a deal, and you put up this money with your lawyer, it's like, well, you know, that's just. I'm just saying, your lawyer has to lessen the blow. Like, that's what you're paying him for.
Dude. Yeah, I was thinking of a joke just now. I was watching your YouTube stuff, their live stuff, when I was not on Clubhouse, and I'm thinking, yeah, and I know a really good lawyer from Clubhouse. His name is Steve Appel. He works in a law office in California. And dude, I remember like on one of your, he's like, yeah, defamation and character. Dude, he just started going off on you, talking about, bro. He had me cracking up, laughing, because, like, dude, Steve Appel, come on, man. I made him rage quit yesterday.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah. He's straight up. He's like, I'm not coming in and talking X for a whole another week because of Doc. I'm like, wow, bitch.
He's pathetic.
Well, he was trying to like get me hem-hogged into like a thing where he was talking about like he talks this way on this app, but he would never talk to me that way in real life. I said, yeah, because if you talked to me that way in real life and I was in front of you, I'd knock your teeth back. He's like, yeah, but that would never happen, because I'm like, yeah, but you act this way disingenuously because you know that you can get away with it, because you know that I'm not going to come and find you. I'm not coming out of Georgia to go meet your bitch ass. But you're a fucking, and he's like, I'm not disingenuous. I'm like, well, would you act like this to me in front of my face? No, of course not. I'm like, well, then you're being disingenuous. Yeah. Because I would knock you the fuck out.
Hello? In the comments, like on Instagram and Facebook, people always, you know, write me like multi-question sentences, and I just write back, hello, and it just keeps going, and they keep writing, and I just write back, hello. So, I mean, that's me being disingenuous by saying hello, but the fact of the matter is, you know, in proper conversation, when you meet somebody, you are respectful and say, you know, hello, how are you? You don't just like fire off your politically charged, biased questions. You have to first establish, you know, rapport. Hello? Hello?
And if you're trying to win me over to your point of view, why do you talk down to me? Because if you insult me, I'm not going to fucking listen. Like, the minute you say, Brian, you're a piece of shit, you can say the most articulate and important thing that you said in the next sentence, and all I'm hearing is, Brian, I'm a piece of shit. You know, I don't even hear what you're saying after that point.
Yeah.
But people feel like, you know, they could be that kind of disrespectful, and then you're still supposed to, like, you know, listen to what they were saying after that. But dude, fucking take your happy ass to bed, man.
Yeah.
You're yawning over there, or drink a beer with an orange juice in it.
I wish I had one. I would, but I don't have anything.
How's the gout? Is it doing all right over there?
Yeah, I mean, haven't had a gout flare up in quite a few months, so that's good.
Yeah, exercise is doing it for you then.
I haven't really been working out the past like 2 to 3 weeks, just barely.
You went the other morning.
Yeah, one day. That was my one time. But it's just because it's been so brutally cold. But finally, like, we got a break in the weather.
Yeah, it got up to 75 here today.
Oh, wow. Yeah, today was beautiful outside.
But fuck, man. Yeah, this app is going downhill with a quickness.
It has its peaks during the day of, like, it's always in the morning and then at lunch and then 4 p.m. Like, there's peak internet usage, which is the best time to capture people. But I have noticed that it's like totally dead, unless you want to go into a black room.
Well, I can't take that. I mean, there's only so much I can be called Esau and Edomite.
Edomite.
Is that like the European version of Vegemite? Nah, but seriously though. Oh, you about to get fucking stabbed with a pitchfork. Ooh, run, motherfucker, run. Man, I want to see somebody burned at the stake for witchcraft.
That really actually would be like an extremely intense, horrible thing to witness, but also at the same time so strange that
Surreal.
it
Yeah.
might actually somehow be enjoyable and not horrific. But I'm tending that it's like horrific to watch somebody boil,
Dude, yeah. Cremation while you're still alive.
Because it's kind of like, why don't you, if you're going to get it over with, just do it. But, like, don't torture a person.
Well, what was the other one that always made me laugh? They would tie down a woman and throw her in the water, and if she floated, she was a witch, but if she drowned, then she was a human. Like, what? Make that make sense.
I mean, that's from Monty Python. That's from Monty Python.
No, well, that's real. No,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a real
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Monty Python. That dry humor.
Dry humor? What are you talking about? It's not dry.
Oh, dude, I cry every time I watch, like, The Life of Brian. Because my name is Brian, so obviously I had to watch this.
You want to have a baby, Stan? Where's the baby going to gestate? You don't have a uterus.
Exactly. That's dry humor to me.
Yeah, I can see that.
But yeah, why do you, tell me how, what was that, 30 years prophetic? Like, they were talking 30 years in the future.
I know, isn't that fucking crazy?
Dude. I mean, it's not all those casts, because I like some of them. Like, what was that movie I used to love? A Fish Called Wanda.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that movie or not.
Yeah, I've seen it.
But it's the same actors, but it's a little less, like, dry. And then Eddie Izzard is funny as shit to me. You ever watched any of that?
I think so.
Eddie Izzard is an English guy that dresses in drag, and does a stand-up show.
Yeah, I know who that guy is.
But also, if Eddie, as a man, when he's not on stage, he likes to run fucking marathons. And he's a big, chunky guy. Like, you think that he wouldn't be able to run 26 miles. The motherfucker did 26 marathons in a month.
That's crazy.
Like, dude, I ain't fighting that drag queen. That drag queen will roll my ass up. If I can run 26 miles, that motherfucker got cardio for days.
Yeah, that's wild.
But, yeah, man. Like, But the idea that Life of Brian was like literally, 30, 40 years, projecting what the future, kind of like, how The Simpsons, like they're like, oh, look, The Simpsons were right.
Yeah, that scene in particular has really stood the test of time. So, I mean, trannies back then must have been having the same conversations, but now it's just so public and with the forced DEI. When all the corporate execs started doing all their, meetings with pronoun introductions and put out emails,
Shit.
I remember when all that shit started going around. I was like, this is, like next level retard.
What were you in the last room? Oh, your pronouns are they, them?
Yeah,
Like
they, them.
DEM?
DYDM. I never heard those yet. They, them.
They do.
The jokes just never end on this app. It is funny, isn't it?
Dude, I could smile at the smallest stuff, but yeah, it makes me laugh in my head.
I don't know.
Especially when I didn't even come up on stage because I just wanted to hear you going hello. and fucking Gigi, what's Gigi's other name? I don't know. I'm not even trying to dox that person, but it's such a disingenuous room. Like, if you're that way in your sexual proclivity, what are your chances of finding somebody that completes you? Rather than, I'm not talking about a butt plug.
Pretty rare, for somebody with that type of situation to find somebody that completes them because they're not really looking for their opposite. They're looking, for their next victim. I mean, I would say they're more like parasitic vampiric than they are
Succubus, yeah.
Yeah, they're succubus type individuals.
Well, they feed their energy off of your energy.
Yeah, I was talking to Augustus today, and he was like all upset about the Epstein files and Pam Bondi. And he's like, there's fucking vampires out there, man. I'm like, yeah, well, there's also knights and heroes out there, too, that wage wars and quests against the vampires. So every awful thing has its opposite. Otherwise, that awful thing just couldn't exist in reality. That's what the Tao Te Ching is, acutely aware of.
Well, if everything was all bad, then you wouldn't even know what good is.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about the Tao yesterday. Because we were talking about Buddha, and people were really mixing up all the demigods and Hinduism with the Tao. It was funny just to listen to them, like, stumble through the darkness.
Sometimes it turns out that it's better just to read a book than it is to have a conversation. Ooh.
Especially if all you're doing is talking in that conversation and not listening.
Yeah.
That's a big problem with a lot of people on this app. They're waiting for you to get done so they can just talk.
Yeah.
Rather than to listen to what you're talking about and respond to what you're
inferring. I know, it's so crazy, isn't it? It's like I don't know. Will those people ever be aware of what they're doing? I don't even know.
Oh, eventually. Whether it's too late or not and they got it in time, that's on them. Some people are oblivious all the way up to the very end.
So if meditation is all about focused concentration, then a book is actually a meditation, because you have to focus to read. So it's forcing you into a concentrated state of mind. Therefore, a book is actually just like forced meditation.
I had a teacher when I was it was my first college degree. He was like, he saw how quickly I would read, and I would read really fast, and I would absorb a lot of it. But he was like, when you read, do you hear your voice in your head? I'm like, no, I'm just reading the words. I mean, I don't hear my voice. But he made me read The Old Man and the Sea by Hemingway. And he says, I want you to read it really slowly, and I want you to hear your voice while you're reading these words. And that was probably one of the biggest eye-openers as far as my mind's eye, because when I slowed down to actually hear myself reading it, my imagination jumped like tenfold. You know, because I was so involved in the story, like I was a character within that story, like I was narrating my own life. I always appreciated that guy for that one, because I didn't know you were supposed to hear your voice in your head when you read. You know, and that's a form of meditation to me. That definitely is meditation. Especially if I'm reading something insightful. Like something like Fahrenheit 451 or... Georgia, you need to go outside. Yeah, she needs to go outside. What's it out? What's it like outside? Let's see. I don't think we're getting down into freezing anymore here in Georgia. It rained like a fucker yesterday afternoon. Dude, it's not even... It's like 55 degrees. Honestly.
Bro, if you download Sora and cast yourself, I can put you in my videos, and you can also cast me in your videos.
I don't know how to do that stuff. I don't. I mean, I probably could figure it out.
Oh yeah, it's like it's like 3 clicks. That's it.
Can I do it on my laptop?
No, it's got to be on a cell phone, unfortunately. But you will have a lot of fun, and it is a little bit like a memorial, you know, like if you don't delete it, like it will be a very fun way of remembering you for all time.
Well, I mean, for all the other ways I'm going to be remembered, why not have another one? People are going to remember us how they remember us, whether we want it to be this way or that way. So, what do you think about all the Epstein files that dropped? You said you were talking about that with Augustus.
Yeah, I was just telling him how like the justice you want is very slow. It's like day to day, hour to hour. So you have to look at your friction as philosophical. And I was like, what is it that's like upsetting you specifically? And he's just like, oh, there's vampires. I'm just like, okay.
Well, no, it's children sacrifices to a ball. Is what if you're going to go by what Epstein was, all about. Shit, look at Colbert. Colbert did the nightly show thing. Like, there's a skit where he literally has a baby underneath his desk, and he picks up the baby from behind his desk, and he talks about like giving it the ball. I'm like, bro, they're doing this on fucking nighttime TV for the whole world to see. Oh no, man. We live in I'm with him that we live in a sadistic world, but I'm with you also that there are white hats, that go against the black hats.
Yeah.
You can't look at it all through a negative rose-colored lens.
Right. It's all or nothing thinking,
yeah. Hippie glasses, though.
Yeah, that's true, right? It's true.
I mean, they're very myopic with their points of view. Like, if I'm truly in a conversation with you about something and you have a different perspective, I should be able to listen to your perspective and then internalize it to make it make sense of what I have as a belief system. If I'm truly being genuine within that conversation, these people that's out lately, it's their way or the highway. There is no building with each other. It's like you either dismantle what you believe and believe what I believe, or you're wrong.
But see, you're still caught up in this conversational game where that's like something a Schwartz would say on the app. Let's build together, brother. Let's build together. I like what we build in here. It's like, bitch, you got 10 minutes left and you've been building for 10. Read a fucking book for 5 hours and build something real. Like, this is all just such short term dopamine. You're just getting your dopamine. That's all it is. I think you are actually better with the dopamine than without it, personally. Because, you need to get your 1,500 words in. But, my critique as an artist or a supposed artist is always just read a book because if you have to get 1,500 words in, read something smart. Then you get the pluses. You get the value add to the dopamine, hit. And
Yeah, but dude, I don't read a whole lot of nonfiction, or fiction anymore.
Mhm.
I read a lot of nonfiction when it comes down to it. I don't know. I probably spend a good hour and a half, 2 hours in the morning, typically drinking coffee and going through all my news feeds to see what's going on geopolitically. And I'm sorry about that Guthrie chick. Don't know. I hope she gets home safe. Whatever. But does it have to clog up the entire news feed for a week?
well, that's what that. Yeah, I know, but that's what's hitting the baby boomer dopamines. That's what every baby boomer is interested in because they're projecting onto Nancy, and they see themselves as Nancy when they get hit with that news feed.
Yeah, and I'm just worried about my nephew who's a corpsman now in the Navy, and I'm wondering about what wars that we might potentially be getting into between Iran and whatever.
Oh yeah, Iran is coming.
Iran is definitely going to happen.
That's gonna pop off, and I realize it's gonna be the exact same playbook that George Bush ran on why they decided to take out the weapons of mass destruction. It's gonna be the exact same fucking reason that Iran is, so insistent and so obsessed with getting a nuclear weapon, and that's what they're gonna use to do it because all this shit with Epstein, they're gonna have to end all the debt. Massive debts always lead to fucking wars historically. So we are gonna do it. There is no way that Trump, with all of his relationships and everything else, and Netanyahu and legacies, they fucked up when they had the opportunity to get away with attacking Iran. Back when they invaded Iraq, they didn't do it. And that general what's his face says, "Oh, I just saw another guy in the Pentagon, and he said." Oh no, General! We're gonna get 8 countries, not 6 countries. So they fucked up. Like when the iron is hot and the pumpkin is boiling, split it, and they could have taken out Iran. When they took out Saddam, but they just didn't do it. I don't know why they didn't do it.
We had a few skirmishes with them. I never saw a blue line on the ground, but apparently there was one on the map. Then I ended up in western, southwest Iran. We used to take contact with them. They used to fuck with us.
Yeah,
But it officially never happened because apparently nobody ever saw a blue line.
I did a query how many soldiers died from Iranian-made IEDs, and it was
fuck.
It wasn't as many as I thought it would be. It was actually a very small number, but I don't think that Grok could possibly know how many IEDs, or detonators were assembled in Iran versus, even Russia for that matter. I mean, how do we know how many?
Depends on what region you were in, because when I was in Sadr City, which is Shia controlled, you would end up with a lot of Iranian, back, sensors and stuff to build the IEDs. But if you were in the downtown area of Baghdad, now you're in the Sunni area, and now you're dealing with IEDs that are built with Saudi Arabian technology.
Mm-hmm.
Of all the people that I killed, John, I killed more Saudi Arabians in Iraq than I did Iraqis.
Fucking Saudis.
I'm being dead ass, bro. Seriously. like the Saudis, like they would come over and they'd be like their version of like a freedom fighter or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, the dude that shot me, he was a fat fuck from Saudi Arabia.
Well, the Representative Khanna is saying that the Epstein scandal could bring down the actual monarchy and end it once and for all. And there's photos of Epstein on his credenza with MBS. Like an MBS, he's like got his hands on MBS. It looks like they just fucked somebody, and MBS is all sweaty and like happy. So like,
I don't know the acronym MBS.
Mohammed bin Salman, the Prince Royal, the future king of Saudi.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, so even MBS is involved in pederasty, and you ever see that movie with what's his face? Where he's like, "I will find you and I will kill you." Taken. Yeah.
With Liam Neeson.
Remember that shit where they had like the sex slave auctions for the little kids and like the fully automated.
On the boat at the end of the movie.
Yeah, so like that shit's kind of real. I mean, and then the Dubai, there's a Dubai like transportation secretary. He's worth like $8 billion. He wrote to Epstein. He sent him a torture video. He sent him an actual video of, I assume, a child or a person being tortured, and this is like a public figure in Dubai. So he was involved in sex things with Epstein. Like, so what does that mean? Like Interpol is gonna put out an APB on him, and if he goes to England, they're gonna there's no repercussions for this shit. I mean, where the fuck is the international community? I mean, a lot of people have stepped down. There's been a lot of shit that's happened as a result of this Epstein drops. Like,
well, I think
big
it's going to have
ramifications
in the Middle East like a little effect because the government that we installed in Iraq, that we left in charge, and they're still thriving. They just passed in, I think it was December or November last year, like 3 months ago, that it's now legal to marry a 9-year-old. That's literally a law within Iraq now.
Mm-hmm.
So, pederasty is not on their radar of, got fucks to give.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, the Bachi boys in Afghanistan are still going strong.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Yeah, they were there. They were there in Iraq as well.
I mean, the third world is the third world. That's the one thing that, like, because when I live in my bubble here, I always forget about the third world. But then when I go to the third world and I see how people live with absolutely nothing, and they'd be more than willing to exchange their body for anything they could possibly get out of you. I mean, It's just, poverty and hunger is the mother of all beasts. And, it's, talk to any soldier that spent a lifetime in third world countries, in these shithole countries, and they will tell you that, like, they're so thankful that there's this, like, thing called America.
For water.
Yeah.
They're thankful for fucking water.
Yep.
I'm not even kidding you.
I mean, I see these videos of Africans eating boiled monkeys, living in huts, filming themselves and putting themselves on TikTok, Facebook, and it's like they're making money from it, and it's crazy that like they live like this, that they sit there and they eat the intestines of a monkey after boiling it, and oh my god, I just can't believe what it's like. Could you imagine having dinner being surrounded by 5,000 fucking flies? I mean, it's just miserable.
Oh, dude. I can go into war stories. I don't need to, though. You know that you can imagine what I've been through. Dude, I like the dogs. The dogs were the coolest part of me. Because the Iraqi people hate dogs because they run in packs like wolves.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to, I'd feed them all the time. So all the dogs always loved me. And, the Iraqis hated me because I had all these dogs around me all the time.
Mm.
Dude, yeah, Mookie, because the leader of the Jaish al-Mahdi, his name is Muqtada al-Sadr. So we had this dog, and we named her Mookie. But Mookie would if you were an Iraqi army or an Iraqi police officer, this dog would not let you near our area. Like, it literally sat in our area and did not, like, it knew that you were Middle Eastern or you were American. And this dog protected us like it was our gate. They ended up killing the dog because the dog would bite people that tried to come into our area.
Mm-hmm.
I love the dogs in Iraq, man. They have no idea how good they have it. If there is reincarnation, I want to come back as a dog in Iraq. Let a motherfucker throw a rock at me and see what happens. No throwing rocks. Why I fucking know how to say that in Arabic? Fuck. Obviously, it's important. These motherfuckers throw rocks. At least David had a sling.
I was in Jordan in a place called what the fuck is it called? Petra. You know what Petra is?
Mm-hmm.
And so we go through Petra, we get through it, and we're like in this like gathering area, and there's a kid there who is like, he's a native Jordanian. Anyways, he's like working with his donkey, and the donkey is being annoying. So this kid picks up a brick and smashes the donkey in the face as hard as he can, and the donkey is like bleeding and screaming, and I'm just like, holy shit, like, was that necessary, you know? But like, tell that to an upset, 8-year-old Jordanian with flies and boogers coming out his nose.
Yeah, he just knows what he knows. I mean, if you've never been taught right, then how do you do it wrong? Right, I think that's the hard part I have about like the whole Aisha Muslim thing, 9-year-olds and all that. Like, they don't even think that it's wrong. Like, that's just like, oh, Allah said it is how it should be. I'm like, well, you also have the Taliban going, well, women need to they can't go back to university anymore now that we took back over, and you have to wear a hijab. Oh, men are still being tempted by your eyes, now you gotta wear the full face mask as well. Oh, men are still being tempted? How? You can't even see them. They're underneath. Yeah, but then they laugh and giggle and they talk. Now that, so now you can't even giggle or speak publicly as a woman if you're in Afghanistan because of the Taliban rule. Because your voice is tempting men to commit rape. Like, that's normal to them.
Well, it's all about conditioning, and I saw a video of like a little girl in like Gibraltar or somewhere, where all these
Morocco area?
yeah. Well, yeah, none of these Muslims are indigenous to this one particular part of France or wherever it was, and
well, yeah, France, Spain, right there, yeah, because I think Britain even owns land down there. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, these people are conditioned. If it's in the religion, if it's in the Sharia law, and it's in the Hadiths, like, they're savages. They're not conditioned, for this Western Christian world of marriage. And, like, look at Saint Valentine, marrying people in the catacombs underneath, the wild emperor. Like, imagine like the Muslims doing a marriage, because polygamy, I don't know, polygamy is like crazy when you think about it, like compared to like a traditional nuclear Western family. The fact that you could have 4 wives, and then even have more wives. I mean, it's just endless, really.
Well, you have to divorce one of the 4.
Yeah, so you can just keep going. I mean, the thing is, like, if you are your own imam, and you can make your own Sharia rulings, well, fuck it, you can do whatever you want. You're a warlord.
Between the imams, the muftars, and the sheikhs, man, like I'd rather just turn them all into a fucking glass parking lot.
Yeah, but they're everywhere. There's a billion of them. Indonesia is the most populated Muslim country in the world.
India.
Oh, India is?
India.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was Indonesia.
Yeah, like it's well, maybe by per capita,
Yeah.
but like India, just because of sheer size and volume of people.
Yeah.
But like all of like southwest, India, and all the way to Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is like the Muslims there are like ruthless. Like they've got their own bombings and shit where they go against the Christians on their own like little island of Sri Lanka. Yeah, they're pretty heinous over there. They're not completely docile. But when Trump did the ban for like the terroristic Muslim country, like, oh, it's a Muslim ban. Like, well, if it's a Muslim ban, then why are we not allowing? Then why are Indian people still allowed to come? Because they're the largest. They're literally the largest Muslim, population by size.
So listen to this. What do you think the population is of the top 1,000 U.S. cities and towns?
Wait, what is the population of the top
1,000 U.S. Cities and towns.
Oh, 300 million?
No. That would be the whole population of all U.S. citizens global.
I would say that would be like 350, but we kind of congregate. Like when you move into rural land, it's few and far between. You move into the cities and people are stacked like shit. You're talking like what New York's like 4 million, like Atlanta's 3.5. Like you start adding 1,000 of our top cities. Yeah, that's the majority of our population, dude. Like how much? What's the percentage of people you think live rurally?
I googled it. The answer is 65 million. My point is that there's really only 65 million Americans. This 330 million to 350 million is not really real because these little towns are basically just one-off little farmers, and so if you look at the total debt, which is per capita at 450,000 per American, if there's only really 65 million Americans, let alone let's say that's the only real taxpayer number, Americans, the average American doesn't actually owe 450,000. He actually owns, multiply that by 6, which is like
240 million or
2 point. Let's just say it's like really 2.5 million.
Yeah.
And then maybe it's even double that, maybe at 5 million because the unfunded liabilities. So, anyways, I'm just saying that I heard a conspiracy that China doesn't actually have 1.4 billion people. It's really only got like 500 million people, and those are fake numbers they put out.
Around 1 billion, but yeah, I don't agree with their 1.4 either.
Let me ask Google what if I total the top 1,000 Chinese cities.
China. What a shithole. Oh, I forgot I left Georgia outside. She just let me know she's outside. 1,000 biggest cities in China. That's got to be 750 million at least.
There are 18 megacities in China, which together house 300 million people.
Well, you said 1,000, so that's a lot more cities.
There are 113 cities in China with populations exceeding 1 million. I looked at some numbers once, like in China, they spend like 30 billion a year in their top cities. The government does, and in America, like New York, Chicago, LA, our budgets are only like 10 billion, 15 billion. So like they have this 100 plus cities. So it's like when you think about it, it's like, fuck all this, government tax credits for Fortune 500. Like, what are we actually spending on ourselves in our cities? And it pales in comparison annually to China. It's like a drop in the bucket compared to what they spend on themselves in their cities. So most of our spend is actually all going to corporate subsidy. And that's it, but it's not actually going to like the budgets of the cities. So we live in like a totally fucking upside down, bought out society of like basically slaves.
What was that movie? It wasn't Leverage, was it? It was this show that I used to watch, and it was a sci-fi flick where you had like America or the world in like 2100, like in like 75 years from now, and corporations became the government, and then corporations, their policies became law. And then, like, so now there's no constitution. It's all corporate policy that's law. And there was a group of people that went back in time to, like, our day now to try to fix where it went wrong to make sure corporations don't take over. And I know that it was just a sci-fi flick, but, like, honestly, when I'm watching what's going on, like, politically in America, it feels like the corporations are taking over. Like, it's literally, this little sci-fi flick was being prophetic about, like, how we're being conditioned to accept things that are not constitutional. You know, sheesh. You want a job at SpaceX? You gotta do what we say. When the whole country is ran by corporations, you don't have a job, and you have your, what is that, your social credit score? Talking the wrong way, now you ain't got a job. I don't know, man. I see us going down that rabbit hole. I thank God I'm 50. That means I'll be gone before that day happens.
Yeah, but from like,
God that I don't get to live forever.
yeah, but the fact that you can say that probably means that it's the opposite.
Oh, dude, hell for me would have to be living forever.
Yeah, but it's just like,
who I am now. I don't mean like being with the Lord in heaven and all that kind of stuff. I mean like being who I am right now for forever. That would be shitty.
yeah, but I think basically you're just like an eternal computer, and at the end of your life cycle, the computer just restarts. Somebody just reboots the operating system, and then you never even knew that you were previously turned on.
So am I the person experiencing the computer, or am I the computer?
You're the computer. But
so
you don't.
Who are the people experiencing the computer?
You are also the person experiencing the computer. Ooh! Did somebody step on a duck?
Man, it's fucking burning right now. I got smoke coming out my head. That's only because I'm smoking a joint, but that's besides the point. But seriously, that's really like, if you are through your experience the one that's like interacting with the computer or the world, and then when your life cycle ends, like you're reincarnated to the point where you start the experience with the computer all over again. Like, I could write a book on that using AI. That's some philosophical fuckery.
Yeah, because basically, in all my years of working, whenever your laptop wouldn't work, what's the first thing you do? Oh, fuck, I just restart it.
Hard reset, yeah.
So it's got to be the same thing with us. I mean, when somebody commits the ultimate act and decides to off themselves, that's them basically just hitting the reset button on the computer.
Yeah, but removing down from the scenario, like, people ask, like, why I went from going to nursing school and doing all the medical shit that I used to do to why did I go into, like, automotive. Well, automotive to me was like a human body. Like, you have nerves, and, like, okay, nerves are okay, that's the electrical part of a car. You know, you got connectivity, and then there's a short circuit somewhere between here and here, and I can figure out where that's at. And then, like, you know, you have, like, fuel. That's like your blood vessels. Like, you know, the engine is the heart. You know, your arms and your legs are the suspension and the tires. Like, but the thing about, like, automotive, I can turn the car off to diagnose it. When I'm dealing with a human body, I can't stop your heart to fix the other problems and then start your heart back. I have to be able to fix this shit on the fly. You know, I have to diagnose the car and fix it while the engine's running. And I think that, like, that step down from the extreme, like, immediateness of the timing is why I so enjoyed automotive over, you know, watching people die.
Well, Medicare, Medicaid doesn't pay for auto repair the last time I checked.
No, but if you're my friend, I'll do your brakes for you.
Wow.
I'll rotate your tires, no problem. I mean, I got my own lift. Come over, bring a 6-pack of beer. We'll shoot the shit. You can help me.
Hello? I got AAA, buddy.
I'm a gold member. I have my gold card. Like, literally, I actually just renewed it. I got it because I've always been a gold member since, like, 1997 or something like that. But it cost me for the premium, like the creme de la creme membership, it cost me $75. And my buddy, I had him over here. He was cleaning up some stuff for me for like $10. And they were like, right now, because you're buying it, you can get another gold membership for AAA for only $25 for a friend of yours. And I'm like, wait. So when I just spent $75 that costs $120 to somebody that's never had it, I can get for $25 for somebody that I know. And I was like, hey, Josh, come in here. Give this woman your information. So I went ahead and bought him the gold AAA membership for $25. He's never had it. He thought it was the coolest fucking thing in the world.
Guy doesn't even have a car.
No, he doesn't. But you still get all the, like, the hotel benefits and, like, you can, you know, rent a cars and all that stuff. He's got a license, so he can rent a car. Dude, when I was in Germany, I would go to a hotel and give them my, I would like, do I get military discount? And they're like, yeah, and they'll look at my military discount. And I'm like, hey, I pull out my AAA card. I'm like, well, do you have AAA? You know, dude, I'd get a better deal with my AAA card than I would with my military card. Dude, I love AAA. You get an international driver's license for $11 and it lasts a whole month. As long as you got a valid driver's license here. I had one when I went to Italy. I just didn't want to drive with all those people because they're crazy when they drive. They made me look like I'm sane.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Hello?
What is he doing? He is not thinking about going to war. Nothing will be able to stop me, including that boy, whatever powers may possess. that I will love you, stay by your side in the afterglow. I wasn't looking for you, but you found me. You found me. When the smoke fills the room around me, I said, do you wanna die alone? Or watch it all burn down together? Do you ever try alone together? So I will always love you. Know that it's above you. Oh man, I can't hit that note. Stay. Can't hit that one. The Pale Horse, huh? Showing his support behind. Really? Bert? I'm good with Bert. Bert Jones for governor of Georgia. I don't know much about him. I'm gonna look him up. Let this reverend preach. Revelation 6 and verse 8. Look at this carefully. And I looked and behold a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was death. Look carefully. And hell followed with him. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with sword, hunger, death, and beasts of the earth. There's a famine coming. Hard times are coming. Right now it's just the beginning of sorrows. It's the grace of God. It's God being merciful and long suffering to us. He's that kind of God. He's trying to wait. Come on, bring the peace breaking everything. Yeah, he definitely come to divide us. That's for damn sure. Forlorn. Stay by your side in the afterglow. When you found me. I said, do you wanna die? I'm over to burn the hell out of me hand. Yeah, I know. Leave the skin on. does God exist? Open debate. Why are you debating God? That's my question. Why are you not just trying to learn God? Why are you debating him? Isn't that why, like, Israelis be called Israelis? Because Isra is to wrestle with and El is God, to wrestle with God? Like, always debating and questioning God's points?
Well, yeah. You know how I like to say how Earth, the first three letters are ear. And so basically, if you look at ear backwards, it's Ra El and Israel. So the whole thing originates with Ra, which is the sun. So all these words, you can play a word game, and it's just amazing how it's all a metaphor, and too many.
They all jingle together. Yeah.
Yeah, I was dating this chick, and once, and she was like, I don't believe in God. I think it's all just a metaphor. I don't take it literally. And I respect.
She's not wrong.
Well, I respect that, but at the same time, if you don't want to play a game called fiction, well, you're pretty fucking boring.
Oh yeah.
It's like, what are you gonna do?
You're type A personality.
You want to fill the void with your personality? You think you can actually, provide that much entertainment and content? No, you're boring. You need God because you're boring.
Yeah, I would be boring without God. Or just a little hateful fuck.
Well, you're not gonna write the movie Dune, are you?
Hey, don't talk about Frank Herbert like that. As much as Scientologists think that like L. Ron Hubbard is like leading them in the path, Frank Herbert's my guy. I love me some Dune.
Well, the problem with a woman is it's a little bit like the conversation earlier, where people just want to talk, but they don't want to listen.
Excuse me. Have fun storming the castle. Ooh.
Hello?
Dude, I love Princess Bride, man. It's one of my favorites.
My name is Antigua Montoya, and you killed my father. Prepare
Prepare to die.
die.
Hell yeah, man. I wish they made movies like that now. Like, they don't make movies like that anymore.
You know who made that?
I don't think the humor would be allowed.
You know who made that movie? He was recently.
Was it Mel Brooks?
No, he was recently murdered by his son.
Oh, Rob Reiner.
Yep.
Dude, that was a wicked. Like, I would have loved to have been on the Clubhouse just to hear those rooms.
Which rooms?
He died while I was off. But what the front door, man?
Oh.
And they were at whose party? They were at somebody's party.
Yeah, Conan O'Brien was.
Conan O'Brien. Yeah. And they made he made a big scene with them, and then they left. And then next thing you know, I was in and out. What if you were at that party?
What do you think of that other guy?
Just watching that all unfold.
I don't know. Nobody could possibly have suspected that. He's on Bill Maher's podcast just a couple months ago, and it's a long form conversation. And before that, Bill Maher had Charlie Kirk on. Bill Maher keeps interviewing all these people that keep dying.
Well, is he Mossad?
No, it's got nothing to do with that.
No, I thought you were saying Bill Maher was Mossad. What's the guy that Vlad on the hip hop side of things, like the podcaster V-Lad, if you look him up, like all the artists that go on there, like they'll snitch on themselves and they'll talk about like doing dirt, and next thing you know, they're either killed or they're locked up. Like, so everybody's saying V-Lad's like a fed. I know you're not big on the hip hop side of things, but you know, I'm still a big fan. I just think it's funny. They're all a bunch of cucks, though. They're all P. Diddy. They're all Adam 21 or 22 or whatever. Dude made millions of dollars by letting a black dude bang his wife on camera. He's like, yeah, but I'm a millionaire now. Like, bro, you couldn't pay me any kind of money like that. Said my old lady. Oh, front door. Man, I'm about to go running. It's 5 o'clock. I'm about to be anyway.
Okay, jogger boy, I'm going to bed.
Well, dude, I'm glad that you've been keeping up with your exercise and that the health is in good shape, bro.
It could be better. It could be better. Exceed.
Well, I could not smoke and I could not drink beer, but, you know, it doesn't stop me from doing it, though.
All right, well, have a good day. Huh?
Better, dude. I said we could all be better, dude.
I know. It's just, it's, it'd be nice if you could do it, like, in a three-dimensional world and still, get the same experience.
Well, I mean, in our generation, we can still do it. Like, if you lived around me, dude, I guarantee you, like, even if you didn't like fishing, you'd come in and hang out with me and drink a beer and fish with me. Just to shoot the shit, you know?
Yeah.
Or just sit down there and not even fish and read a book while I'm fishing.
Well, you know what?
Because, the one thing you do, when you fish, you don't talk.
Well, could you imagine, having thousands of years of human development to create an electronic device that allows us to have seamless conference calls and real-time audio transmitting through the ether? We could read a book right now. Hello?
Yeah, but your books suck.
It's just your opinion. And you still haven't figured out that opinion is the problem. That's where the suffering comes in.
I just think it's. I like the way you read Marcus Aurelius, but then like you read some stuff and you just throw like these character interpretations into the sayings.
Yeah.
And it drives me buggy.
Boy, tough crowd.
I can shoot you straight from the hip, or I can lie to you.
Tough crowd. Well, I don't call Clubhouse anymore. I call it the complaining. So let me get
No fucking shit.
Let me get my Jewish Complaint Department nonprofit up so I can submit your
Can I
complaint.
talk to your manager?
Hi, this is the Jewish Complaint Department. This is John. How can I direct your call?
Yeah, you said that in the other room. Like you were like, yeah, well, let me talk to your manager. Man. Hey, yeah, I literally do want to go run. So I mean, I'll talk to you later, bro.
Okay, peace. Bye.
Later.
Yeah. Wait, who left me with a wet ass?